Hello everyone and welcome back to another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. In this video it's just showing 5 teams. You only really want to use this one though. If you're not using Kaido, it's gonna be very boring. Because there's many stages in this mission, as well as like Kaido himself will be able to clear all the stages except the last one. And he clears them the fastest too. He can clear most stages in one turn. Only the second last stage you will need to hit the strongest guy a little bit with your quick characters, or you can just use Ors special on him. That stage also has 2 variations. One has attack down, one has increased damage taken. You want to use Ors when you get the attack down. You can use Ors anyways just to kill faster, because Ors does a lot of quick damage on his special, like 200 or 400 times his attack. You also want to replace Tesoro with a unit that can reduce blindness, so this stage that's showing right now is not as difficult. So the only quick striker powerhouse blindness reducer that I can think of is, there was a free-to-play Moria a while ago, and he reduces blindness by 3 turns, which does not remove it completely, but by the time you get to that barrier stage you'll have it removed. So right now you could have used Ors special on this monkey that's attacking. We had more than enough damage for the final stage, so you could definitely replace Tesoro with any quick striker powerhouse. You probably don't even need that. You can just run any blindness reducer, because having 2 quick units should be more than enough, as long as you tap with all units. With this setup, you only need to tap with like 3 units because of the chain lock. If for some reason you don't want to use Kaido, which is a very bad idea because every other team is always going to be slower than Kaido for this mission, because there are just so many stages with 6 mobs. It's really annoying. This is one of the only times where you'll get to use V2 Mihawk. If you like him, this is honestly one of the best missions to use him in, because he gets cooldown reduction, so you don't have to stall even though the stages are already long. So you're probably only saving like a couple of turns, but still you get your cooldowns reduced, which is a problem I have with a lot of captains. They don't have cooldown reduction, so stalling is very annoying. And he does pretty well in this mission. You can replace Cracker with any quick slasher. You probably want to use either Stampede Fuji or Brook for blindness removal, so you don't have to stall on this stage, I believe, where he rewinds if you don't kill him. And it's pretty hard to kill him when you have blindness up. So Stampede Brook and Stampede Fujitora will have blindness removal. I believe Kuro and Jangle also have blindness removal, but they're a rare recruit. Well, I guess Stampede Brook is rare recruit. Yeah. V2 Mihawk, not a bad captain, just pretty hard to use. This is quite easy content, and he gets cooldown reduction and probably boosted stats maybe. I don't know. Law really only functions as a cooldown reducer, so any slasher, it has to be slasher under V2 Mihawk captain, so. Because his chain boost really isn't much when you can go up to 25 times, like 25, the difference between 25 and 25.7, the proportional difference is not that big. Now, here is a Roger team. The only units you need are these units. You can just put anything you want in the 6th slot. I highly recommend using a 6th unit because that lets you kill these stages quicker that have 6 mobs. You really should have Shanks and Komurasaki. If you don't have Shanks, well, you can use any cooldown reducer, and I suggest bringing like, well, you can bring anyone in that 6th slot, because I misused Viola and I used her on the second to last stage because I forgot that Roger does a huge nuke, and I overestimated the health of the enemies, so I killed them a bit too quick, and I did not get Viola's next turn orb boost. So Viola can be replaced by any orb booster. I believe only an orb booster. You don't even need a unit there. Actually, you probably do for the chain and the damage, but yeah, I had enough damage on the final stage with just one Roger special and Shank special. Komurasaki's pretty useful for this mission. She removes attack down and % damage reduction. So strategy would be, since it's a 7-turn attack down sometimes on the second to last stage, when you kill that stage and you move on to the final stage, you will get about 4 turns remaining, or 5 turns. Either 4 or 5, I don't remember. But you can just double special Komurasaki to get rid of that 4 turns. If you need to, you can just stall 1 turn, because Mihawk doesn't do anything like turn-based. He'll only attack for like 5,000 damage and that % cut, which won't kill you. It's nowhere close. It gets nowhere close to killing you. Especially sad since we're only using 5 units. I only hit 2 perfect, so I don't get Viola's orb boost next turn. Now these are just some teams I thought would be fun since there's no normal attacks only. So finally a piece of content that V2 Dofi can be used in. I only hit for around 30 million, which is 4 times the amount you need. I believe Mihawk has around 5 to 10 million HP. So the average of that would be like 8 million, and 30 million is about 4 times that. You probably don't need Big Mom, you can probably just replace her with a blindness reducer. Chopper has Neko support to fully remove the attack down. You probably don't need that because this team just does enough damage. Usohachi is here to reduce the cooldown and remove that % damage reduction. I'm not sure how needed that is though for that % damage reduction removal because you're dealing 30 million. But I wouldn't try not removing it. If you don't have Usohachi, you could probably just use a cooldown reducer and then replace Chopper with a % damage reduction reducer. The attack down shouldn't be too big of a problem. It's not very strong. But yeah, you really don't want to be using any team that doesn't have Kaido, because Kaido very good here. Who knew that clearing 6 mobs with 1 attack on a mission where there are like 5 stages with 6 mobs? Very good. I can't English. Oh. Here's another team that takes advantage of the fact that this is quite old content. This content is quite old, so there's no normal attacks only, and we can use trash captains like Enel who only deal 5 million damage on their special. Nowadays, bosses have like 30 million HP, so and normal attacks only, so Enel only gets like 1/30 millionth of the way there with a special. Vivi really didn't do much. Could probably replace her with Weevil to get rid of the attack down easier. More easily. But yeah. Just basic NL stuff. Eat meat orbs to charge up the special. I don't think I ever used friend captain NL here because I didn't have any friend NLs, and this is the guest captain, so he has a really long cooldown. But we killed this stage fine. Mihawk and Verona never used their special either. Swapped them a few times for a bit of extra heal. Probably use any swap that heals or a unit that you see fit. Really, I do not recommend this team. This is on double speed and it's still slower than the Kaido team, I believe.